Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm here with a very gorgeous, very hardy plant, Zamioculcas zamii-folia, commonly known as ZZ plant. It is so beautiful. It has such a glossy, wax finished leaves, and look at the luscious green color. It's a real hardy plant and best indoor plant for beginner gardeners. It is really forgiving plant even in initial days if you tend to do a lot of mistakes. So friends, if you are a plant lover and watching my video for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and do leave a like for it. I'll be sharing link of my other videos in description box. So now let's talk about our ZZ plant. It is a native to Eastern Africa, Tanzania, Kenya and South Africa. It grows up to 3 feet tall. They say mature ZZ does flower. There are 3 varieties of this plant. First one is this, which I have. It's full green in color. The second variety is this variegated one, which is extremely rare. I have never seen it in any of my local nurseries. So the third variety is this beautiful Raven or Black ZZ. The name is due to the black foliage. It looks so pretty, isn't it? This variety is expensive one. I saw a small ZZ plant, Raven one, for 750 in my local nursery. And the nursery I visited last weekend, it was little bigger, and there I saw mature Raven ZZ and it was like 10k. They were charging 10k for that plant. So guys, here are a few interesting facts of this beautiful plants I would like to share. It grows from rhizomes. If you see its root system, you will get to see potato-like structure through which roots are coming out. This plant's rhizomes and roots store water, so it doesn't need much of a water. It doesn't have stems. These you are seeing are petioles, through which leaves come out. It is an air purifying plant. Let's talk about its care now. First factor is sunlight. It needs bright indirect sunlight. It will thrive in this condition, but don't keep it in direct harsh sunlight. It is extremely tolerant for low light conditions too. Then second factor is water, how to water it. It doesn't need water on everyday basis, as its rhizomes store water in it. Even if you don't water it for a month or two, nothing will happen to your plant. And even though it dries out, if you again start caring for it, it will again come to a life. Whenever you will water it, please water it thoroughly. Thoroughly means you add water and wait for the drainage holes to drain out the water. Okay, but don't overwater it. It will kill your plant by root rotting. The next factor is its soil. It needs well-drained soil. So your soil mixture should contain little garden soil, very little coco peat, river sand, which will make your soil well drained, compost and perlite. Don't plant your plant in only coco peat or soil having large amount of coco peat, because coco peat retains moisture for longer time. So even though you don't water your plant often, it will kill your plant due to overwater. Next important factor is fertilizer. It is extremely non-fussy plant, so no need of frequent fertilization. But we are planting it in pot, so give it any kind of organic compost once in 2 or 3 months. I usually give it compost like vermicompost or cow dung or kitchen waste compost every 2 months. It doesn't need much humid climate, but you need to groom your plant to keep it in good condition. So if you see any yellow leaves, then remove them. Don't wait for the plant to brown it and take it out. It takes plants a lot of energy and it can't concentrate on other growing parts. So next is keep its leaves clean. For cleaning its leaves, I usually use this lemon water solution. I dip a cotton ball in it and I just wipe out the leaves. Sometimes you will get to see few water stains. Due to hard water, you get to see stains on your plant leaves. So if you use lemon water to clean it, it will go. I am trying to show you, but I left one to show you people, but I can't see it right now. Yeah, it's here. These white spots, that's because of hard water. So you use lemon water solution and wipe it off with that. Again, if you don't want to clean single leaf like this, then what you can do, just put your plant under the shower and just clean the leaves thoroughly. Okay, next thing is propagation of this plant. You can propagate this plant by leaf cutting or petiole cutting or even with root separation. I have done this with root separation recently. Actually, my plant was potted in very small pot which was completely filled. So I repotted it in this bigger planter and potted this smaller plant in this planter. Propagating with petiole can cause problem of rotting. So root separation is a best way. Even leaf propagation is really long process. It will grow a plant through one small leaf. So it's a long process. Again, any problems? I haven't seen any problems till date with this plant, touch wood. No insect attack or any kind of issues. Only issue if you overwater your plant, then that's the main biggest problem. That's the way to kill your plant actually. Otherwise it's really hardy plant. There is no any problem with it. So if indication of low watering is if you overwater, your plant's leaves will turn yellow. I can show you. Actually, I little bit overwatered my small planter to show you people. It has 1 or 2 yellow leaves. I'll show you them. If you can see it here, see these leaves are looking yellowish. It's due to overwater. So please don't overwater your plant. Otherwise you will kill your plant. So guys, I hope you like my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Please do subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.